The cosmos, vast and unfathomable, served as the stage for an unprecedented encounter between humanity and the Argorians, a species whose reputation for strength and militarism was known across the stars. It was during a precarious assembly on Titan's desolate landscape that Colonel Zarnak of the Argorians, with a demeanor as cold as the moon's surface, openly ridiculed the humans for their perceived frailty. Among the humans stood Private First Class Jenna Hawkins, whose unremarkable exterior belied an indomitable spirit. In a bold move to bridge the chasm of misunderstanding and earn the Argorians' respect, humanity proposed a test of mettle, the gauntlet, a fearsome Argorian trial known to break even the mightiest warriors. The suggestion that Jenna, a mere human, would partake was met with scornful laughter by Zarnak, who saw it as nothing short of folly. Yet within the heart of the challenge, Jenna's resilience shone through. Not only did she survive, but she also triumphed, setting a new precedent for what humans were capable of, leaving the Argorians in stunned silence. Jenna's victory, however, stirred a tempest within Zarnak, whose pride was now intertwined with vengeance. Seeking to crush the burgeoning human spirit once and for all, he launched a surprise onslaught on a remote Earth colony, convinced of an easy victory. But the tide of war is ever fickle. As the colony braced under siege, Jenna emerged as a beacon of hope and strategy, rallying her fellow soldiers against the technologically superior foe. Amid the chaos, Jenna's ingenuity uncovered the Argorians' Achilles' heel, their over-reliance on technology. With a blend of guerrilla tactics and sheer courage, the humans began to reclaim their ground, proving that the essence of warfare lay not in brute strength, but in the heart and mind of the warrior. The climax of this struggle came when Jenna faced Colonel Zarnak in a confrontation that was as much about wits as it was about firepower. In a stunning upset, Jenna outmaneuvered the alien colonel, demonstrating that underestimation is the greatest vulnerability. The aftermath of the conflict saw the dawn of a new era. The Argorians, impressed by the humans' tenacity and Jenna's strategic brilliance, extended the olive branch of alliance. Jenna, once an underestimated soldier, was now celebrated as a hero, embodying the limitless potential of humanity. Her journey from obscurity to legend not only forged a historic human-Argorian alliance, but also served as a testament to the power of perseverance, strategy, and unity in the face of adversity. As she looked towards the horizon, Jenna contemplated the future, aware of the challenges but buoyed by a newfound hope for interstellar cooperation and peace. As the Argorian fleet descended upon the unsuspecting human colony, the stark contrast between the advanced alien technology and the human zone was painfully evident. The skies, once a tranquil tapestry of blues and whites, were now marred by the ominous silhouettes of Argorian warships. Jenna Hawkins stood amidst the chaos, her resolve steeling against the encroaching darkness. The surprise attack, orchestrated by Colonel Zarnak, was not just a military maneuver. It was a statement, a declaration of perceived superiority. But Jenna, who had already defied expectations by conquering the gauntlet, was not ready to concede. The colony, a testament to human resilience and ingenuity on the frontier of space, became a battleground. As the Argorians unleashed their onslaught, Jenna's strategic acumen came to the forefront. The alien invaders had anticipated an easy conquest, underestimating the strategic depth and adaptability of their human adversaries. Jenna and her fellow soldiers, though outgunned and outnumbered, harnessed their intimate knowledge of the colony's terrain, employing guerrilla tactics that turned the environment against the invaders. Every alleyway and air duct became a potential ambush point, every communication blackout a chance to regroup and strike back. The heart of the conflict, however, transcended beyond mere survival. It was a clash of philosophies, the Argorian belief in brute force and technological supremacy versus the human reliance on wit, will, and unity. Jenna, leveraging her unique insights from the gauntlet, orchestrated a series of daring counterattacks, exploiting the Argorians' overconfidence and their machines' susceptibility to improvised electronic warfare. It was a battle of David against Goliath, where human creativity and perseverance shone as brightly as the plasma cannons that lit the night sky. As the tide of battle shifted, the focus narrowed to the inevitable confrontation between Jenna and Colonel Zarnak. The battlefield was a ruined cityscape, a maze of charred buildings and cratered streets, which served as the backdrop for their final standoff. Zarnak, a towering figure clad in battle armor that whirred with each movement, faced off against Jenna, who, despite the fatigue and scars of battle, stood unflinching. It was a duel that transcended their personal vendetta, embodying the struggle between two species, two worlds. The clash was intense, a visceral display of skill, strategy, and determination. Jenna, utilizing a combination of guile, environmental advantages, and sheer audacity, managed to outmaneuver Zarnak, turning the Argorian strength against him. In the end, it was not just a physical victory, but a symbolic one. Jenna's triumph over Zarnak shattered the myth of Argorian invincibility, igniting a spark of hope among the human defenders. In the aftermath, as the dust settled and the reality of the human victory sank in, the implications were profound. The defeat of Colonel Zarnak, a revered Argorian military tactician, at the hands of a human soldier, marked a turning point. The Argorians, forced to reassess their stance, began to see humanity not as a weak species to be dominated, but as a formidable force worthy of respect and, potentially, partnership. The battle for the colony had been a crucible, forging a new era of human-Argorian relations. Jenna, once a private first class, emerged as a symbol of human potential and a catalyst for change. Her journey from the depths of underestimation to the heights of heroism served as a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity, capable of overcoming insurmountable odds through unity, strategy, and an unyielding resolve to survive and thrive in the vast, unforgiving expanse of space. In the wake of the conflict, as the remnants of Argorian forces retreated into the void, a profound silence enveloped the battered human colony. This silence, however, was not one of defeat, but of solemn reflection and burgeoning hope. The victory at the colony served as a stark testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a beacon of defiance against the darkness of space. Jenna Hawkins, the architect of this triumph, found herself at the heart of a rapidly evolving narrative. The aftermath was a time for healing, rebuilding, and re-evaluation, not just of strategies and defenses, but of the very nature of human and Argorian relations. In the days that followed, the galaxy watched as an unprecedented event unfolded. The Argorians, a species whose culture was steeped in the art of war and conquest, began to show signs of introspection. The defeat of Colonel Zarnak, a figure both feared and revered within their society, at the hands of what they considered a technologically and physically inferior species, challenged long-held beliefs and pride. This pivotal moment prompted a dialogue within the Argorian High Command, leading to a decision that would alter the course of interspecies relations across the galaxy. An Argorian delegation, led by General Vrax, Zarnak's predecessor and a respected veteran, made the journey to Earth. Their mission was delicate, balancing the fine line between seeking a truce and preserving the honor of their people. The Earth, with its blue seas and green lands, was a stark contrast to the harsh landscapes of Argoria, serving as a poignant backdrop for the negotiations that would follow. The talks, held under the ancient oaks of Geneva, were tense yet hopeful. Jenna Hawkins, now promoted and recognized as a hero, played a crucial role in these discussions, not as a soldier, but as a diplomat. Her insights into the Argorian mindset, gained through blood and valor, provided invaluable perspectives that helped bridge the gap between two vastly different species. It was a negotiation of equals, where respect was both earned and given. The resulting treaty was a landmark achievement, heralding the dawn of a new alliance. It was a testament to the possibility of unity and diversity, of finding common ground amidst the stars. The agreement laid the groundwork for mutual cooperation in exploration, defense, and technology exchange, paving the way for a future where humanity and Argorians could stand together against the unknown challenges of the cosmos. Jenna's journey, from a soldier underestimated by her foes to a diplomat instrumental in forging a new path for interstellar relations, was emblematic of the broader human experience. It spoke to the capacity for growth, understanding, and the pursuit of peace, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Her legacy, and that of the conflict that brought two species to the brink, would be remembered not for the battles waged, but for the unity achieved. As Jenna stood before the assembly, sharing the tale of human resilience and the power of diplomacy, she envisioned a future where such tales were not born of conflict, but of collaboration. The galaxy, once a vast arena of endless confrontation, shimmered with the possibility of shared adventures and challenges, tackled not by humans or Argorians alone, but by a coalition of the willing, bound by respect, curiosity, and a shared desire to explore the infinite mysteries of the universe. The treaty between Earth and the Argorians marked not just a ceasefire, but a mutual acknowledgement of respect and potential. In the months that followed, the galaxy observed cautiously, witnessing the birth of a partnership that many thought impossible. The alliance, while primarily military and scientific in nature, began to foster exchanges of a more cultural and personal nature. Jenna Hawkins, whose name had become synonymous with the potential for understanding and cooperation, found herself at the forefront of this new chapter. On Earth, Argorian delegates, once viewed with suspicion and fear, were now guests of honor at academic institutions, sharing knowledge of the cosmos that humanity could only dream of. Similarly, human representatives traveled to Argoria, learning the intricacies of Argorian society and their profound connection to their history and martial traditions. This exchange of ideas and perspectives served to demystify the other, breaking down barriers built from years of misunderstanding and mistrust. Jenna, now an ambassador for human-Argorian relations, embarked on a journey that took her deep into the heart of Argoria. Accompanied by General Vrax, she visited the ancient citadels and training grounds, witnessing the rigorous discipline and deep sense of honor that governed Argorian life. These experiences were shared with the people of Earth through transmissions that captivated audiences, showcasing the Argorians not as invaders, but as fellow beings navigating the complexities of existence. The pinnacle of this cultural exchange came when Jenna was invited to participate in the Tarnak Festival, a ceremony of great significance to the Argorians, celebrating their history of resilience and conquest. Her participation, a human standing alongside Argorian warriors, was a powerful symbol of the evolving relationship between the two species. It was broadcasted across both worlds, a spectacle of unity that many had once believed unattainable. Meanwhile, on Earth, Argorian technology began to revolutionize human space exploration. The fusion of human ingenuity and Argorian advancements led to the creation of the first joint exploration fleet, destined to chart the unexplored regions of the galaxy. Jenna was named as one of the commanders of this fleet, a position that reflected not only her courage and leadership, but also the trust and hope placed in her by both species. The journey into the unknown was fraught with dangers, from rogue asteroids to the threat of unknown alien entities. Yet under Jenna's command, the fleet navigated these challenges with a combination of human creativity and Argorian precision. Their discoveries, from new life forms to habitable worlds, were shared freely between Earth and Argoria, further cementing the alliance. As Jenna looked out into the vast expanse of space, she couldn't help but reflect on the journey that had led her to this moment. From the trenches of a besieged colony to the bridge of an exploration vessel charting new worlds, her life had become a testament to the power of perseverance and the endless possibilities that awaited those who dared to reach across the divide and grasp the hand of the former foe. The story of Jenna Hawkins and the alliance with the Argorians became a beacon of hope for a future where cooperation could triumph over conflict, where the stars were not battlegrounds, but destinations for shared adventure. It was a message to the galaxy that even the most unlikely of allies could find common ground, paving the way for a future where humanity and Argorians, side by side, could face the mysteries of the cosmos together. In the years that followed the establishment of the Human-Argorian Alliance and the subsequent joint ventures into the unknown reaches of space, the fabric of interstellar society began to weave itself into a more cohesive and integrated tapestry. Jenna Hawkins, once a soldier in the trenches, now an ambassador and explorer, had become a living symbol of the potential for interspecies collaboration. Her story, shared across worlds and networks, inspired a new generation of explorers, diplomats and scientists, eager to contribute to the growing partnership between humanity and the Argorians. The integration of Argorian technology into human systems catalyzed a renaissance of innovation and exploration. Terraforming projects, once stalled by technological limitations, flourished under the guidance of Argorian engineers, transforming barren worlds into bastions of life and diversity. These new colonies served as joint habitats, where humans and Argorians could live and work together, learning from each other's cultures and philosophies in a shared space. Jenna's role in this era of expansion was pivotal. Her insights and experiences guided the formation of policies and initiatives that prioritized mutual respect and cooperative exploration over competition and territorial disputes. The exploration fleet she commanded was at the forefront of this new age, discovering resources and making contact with other species under the banner of peaceful exploration and exchange. One of the most significant moments in this period of galactic exploration was the encounter with the Solari, a species with technology far surpassing that of both humans and Argorians. Initial communications were fraught with misunderstandings, and tensions quickly escalated. The galaxy watched, fearing that this new contact might unravel the fragile peace that had been so hard won. Jenna, drawing on her deep well of experience in diplomacy and conflict resolution, stepped forward to mediate. With a delegation composed of humans, Argorians, and now Solari, she worked tirelessly to bridge the cultural and linguistic divides that threatened to plunge the galaxy into conflict. Her efforts, underscored by a genuine desire for peace and understanding, gradually broke down the barriers of suspicion, opening the door to a tri-species alliance that promised to elevate all involved to new heights of prosperity and cooperation. The culmination of these efforts was the Galactic Concord, a treaty not just between individual species, but a charter for the galaxy itself, outlining principles of mutual aid, peaceful exploration, and the shared stewardship of space. Jenna, now regarded as one of the key architects of galactic peace, spoke at the signing ceremony, her words broadcast to every corner of known space. She talked of the journey from the darkness of war to the light of understanding, emphasizing the shared destiny of all sentient beings in the pursuit of knowledge and harmony. Under the Galactic Concord, the galaxy entered a golden age of exploration and discovery, with Jenna continuing to serve as a liaison and leader in the ever-expanding community of worlds. Her legacy was not just in the battles she fought or the treaties she brokered, but in the countless lives inspired by her example to look beyond their differences and reach for the stars together. As humanity and its allies ventured further into the unknown, they did so with a sense of unity and purpose, embodying the ideals that Jenna had fought so hard to uphold. The universe, once a vast and intimidating expanse, now seemed a little smaller, a little warmer, as the light of cooperation and friendship shone brightly into the darkness, guiding the way forward for all. Decades have passed since Jenna Hawkins first bridged the gap between humanity and the Argorians, sparking a chain of events that led to an unprecedented era of galactic unity. The foundations laid by the Galactic Concord had transformed the cosmos into a vibrant mosaic of cooperation, where once warring factions now pursued common goals. Amidst this backdrop of peace and collaboration, Jenna, whose name had become legend, embarked on what would be her final and most ambitious journey. The project, codenamed Harmony's Beacon, was a testament to the dreams and aspirations of the unified galaxy. Envisioned as a massive deep space station located at the crossroads of major hyperlanes, it was designed to be a hub of commerce, diplomacy, and culture, a meeting place for species from all corners of the galaxy. Jenna, despite her advanced age, poured her heart and soul into the realization of Harmony's Beacon, seeing it as the culmination of her life's work. As the station took shape, drawing on the architectural philosophies and technologies of numerous species, it became a symbol of what could be achieved when the galaxy worked as one. Its inauguration was a momentous event, attended by delegates from hundreds of worlds. Jenna, standing before a vast assembly of diverse beings, delivered a message of hope and unity, echoing her speech from the signing of the Galactic Concord. Her words, filled with the wisdom of years and the optimism of youth, resonated throughout the gathered crowd, reinforcing the idea that together, the galaxy could face any challenge. Harmony's beacon quickly lived up to its promise, becoming a center for groundbreaking scientific research, a trading post that brought distant economies together, and a cultural paradise where artists and thinkers from different species shared their unique perspectives. It was also a place of learning, home to the Galactic Academy, where the brightest minds were trained in diplomacy, science, and the arts of peace. Jenna was a frequent visitor, sharing her experiences and lessons with young cadets, instilling in them the values that had guided her through her incredible journey. The legacy of Jenna Hawkins and the era she helped usher in was not without its challenges. The galaxy was vast, and not all corners were touched by the light of the Concord. Rogue factions and ancient vendettas lingered, threatening the fragile peace. Yet the existence of Harmony's beacon and the ideals it stood for provided a constant reminder of what could be achieved through mutual understanding and cooperation. In her twilight years, Jenna embarked on one last voyage, a tour of the galaxy that had been her home and battlefield, now a place of friends and allies. She witnessed the impact of her work, worlds thriving in cooperation, former enemies standing side by side in harmony. Her journey was a living testament to the change one person could bring about in the universe. Jenna Hawkins passed away peacefully, surrounded by those who loved her and whose lives she had touched. Her legacy was not confined to the history books but lived on in the ongoing story of the galaxy, its peoples, its challenges, and its triumphs. Harmony's beacon, shining brightly in the void, served as a lasting monument to her vision, a vision of a galaxy united in its diversity, exploring the stars not as conquerors, but as companions. The story of Jenna Hawkins, from a soldier in the trenches to a unifier of the galaxy, continued to inspire generations long after her passing. It was a reminder that courage, compassion, and the will to understand could transcend boundaries, turning the once distant stars into beacons of hope for the future. In the centuries that followed, Jenna Hawkins's legacy became the cornerstone of galactic civilization. The era of exploration and unity she helped pioneer was now known as the Age of Harmony, a period characterized by an unprecedented flourish of technological innovation, cultural exchange, and diplomatic outreach. As civilizations across the galaxy thrived, the principles Jenna had championed became ingrained in the societal fabric of countless worlds. The story of her life, once a beacon of hope and determination, had evolved into a foundational mythos, guiding the moral and ethical compass of the galactic community. Harmony's beacon, the space station that epitomized Jenna's dream of a united galaxy, had grown over the years into a sprawling metropolis floating in the void. It was not just a hub for diplomacy and trade, but had become a symbol of what could be achieved when disparate species worked towards a common goal. It was here that the Jenna Hawkins Peace Institute was established, an organization dedicated to resolving conflicts through dialogue and understanding, inspired by the diplomatic victories Jenna had achieved in her lifetime. The Institute became a vital player in galactic affairs, deploying peacekeepers and mediators to hotspots across the universe, teaching Jenna's methods of empathy, strategic negotiation, and mutual respect. Its success in diffusing tensions and fostering cooperation between rival factions served as a testament to the enduring power of Jenna's ideals. Technology, too, had advanced in leaps and bounds, propelled by the spirit of cooperation that Jenna had instilled. The galaxy was now interconnected in ways previously unimaginable, with innovations in faster-than-light communication and travel, making the vastness of space feel ever more navigable. Diseases that had once decimated populations were now curable, thanks to collaborative research efforts, and terraforming projects had made habitable planets more accessible, easing territorial disputes. Culturally, the galaxy was in a renaissance. Arts and literature from different worlds intermingled, creating new forms of expression that transcended species and language. The Galactic Cultural Festival, held annually on Harmony's beacon, showcased this diversity, drawing audiences from across the stars. It was a celebration of unity and diversity, reflecting the galaxy's complex tapestry of life. Despite these advances, the galaxy was not without its challenges. New threats emerged, from rogue AI entities to the discovery of ancient, potentially hostile civilizations in the uncharted regions of the galaxy. Yet the response to these threats was markedly different from the era before Jenna. The galaxy faced these challenges together, with a coalition of species standing in solidarity against whatever dangers arose. The ethos of cooperation and mutual defense, principles Jenna had lived by, were now the galaxy's guiding strategy in confronting the unknown. As the millennium turned, the galactic concord, the treaty that had once set the stage for this era of prosperity, was renewed in a grand ceremony on Harmony's beacon. It was a moment of reflection on how far the galaxy had come, and an acknowledgement of the challenges that lay ahead. The concord was not just a renewal of vows between civilizations, but a reaffirmation of the commitment to the ideals Jenna Hawkins had embodied. Jenna's story, from a frontline soldier to a unifying force for the galaxy, continued to be a source of inspiration. It was taught to children of all species as a lesson in courage, compassion, and the power of understanding. Her legacy was a beacon, guiding the galaxy through turbulent times, reminding all that even in the vastness of space, unity and cooperation were the keys to survival and prosperity. The Age of Harmony, with its challenges and triumphs, stood as a testament to what could be achieved when beings looked beyond their differences and worked together towards a common future. Jenna Hawkins's legacy was not just in the peace she had brokered or the battles she had won, but in the enduring vision of a galaxy united in its diversity, exploring the stars with wonder, not as conquerors, but as companions in the grand adventure of existence. As the Age of Harmony matured, the principles Jenna Hawkins championed became the bedrock of a new era of galactic enlightenment. The unity that once seemed a distant dream had now woven itself into the fabric of daily life across countless systems. The galaxy, once a place of isolation and conflict, had transformed into a community of worlds, bound by a shared commitment to peace, exploration, and mutual prosperity. The Jenna Hawkins Peace Institute, operating from the heart of Harmony's beacon, evolved beyond its original mission of conflict resolution. It now served as the premier educational and research institution in the galaxy, dedicated to advancing the understanding of peace and cooperation across species and cultures. Its halls and virtual classrooms were filled with students from every corner of the galaxy, each bringing their unique perspectives to the study of diplomacy, interstellar relations, and the science of peacekeeping. Technological advancements continued to leap forward, driven by the collaborative spirit that defined the era. The establishment of the Intergalactic Science Network facilitated a golden age of discovery and invention, as scientists and engineers from diverse backgrounds shared knowledge and resources. This era saw the development of technologies that once bordered on the realm of science fiction: quantum computing networks that spanned star systems, energy sources capable of powering entire planets sustainably, and medical advances that extended life and health far beyond previous limitations. Culturally, the galaxy was richer than ever. The melding of artistic expressions and traditions from different worlds led to a renaissance of creativity that touched every aspect of society. From holofilms that told stories blending countless cultural narratives to symphonies that harmonized the musical traditions of myriad species, the galaxy's cultural output was a testament to the vibrancy of its diverse inhabitants. The Galactic Cultural Festival, hosted by Harmony's Beacon, had grown into the galaxy's most anticipated event, a celebration of unity and diversity that attracted billions of attendees, both physically and virtually. Despite the advancements and the widespread prosperity, the guardians of the Age of Harmony remained vigilant. The peacekeepers and diplomats trained by the Jenna Hawkins Peace Institute were deployed across the galaxy, addressing emerging conflicts with wisdom and foresight. The legacy of Jenna Hawkins, embodied in these individuals, ensured that disputes were resolved not through force, but through understanding and negotiation. In recognition of the enduring impact of Jenna Hawkins' legacy, the Galactic Council commissioned the creation of the Hawkins Memorial on Harmony's Beacon. This sprawling complex served not only as a tribute to Jenna's life and achievements, but also as a museum and educational center, chronicling the history of the Age of Harmony. Visitors to the memorial could walk through holographic recreations of key moments in galactic history, participate in interactive exhibits detailing the science of diplomacy, and leave inspired by the story of a woman who had transformed the galaxy. The unveiling of the Hawkins Memorial was a galactic event, attended by leaders, scholars, and citizens from across the universe. It served as a moment of reflection on the journey the galaxy had undertaken, from the dark days of conflict to the bright era of cooperation. The memorial stood as a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in a galaxy as vast and diverse as theirs, unity was not only possible, but essential for the flourishing of all its inhabitants. As the Age of Harmony continued to unfold, the galaxy looked forward with optimism, guided by the principles Jenna Hawkins had lived by. Her legacy was no longer just a memory, but a living, breathing essence that permeated every aspect of galactic society. The unity and cooperation she had fought for had become the guiding light for a galaxy that now explored the stars not as disparate peoples, but as a united community, bound by a common destiny and a shared desire to create a future where peace and prosperity reigned for all. Centuries turned into millennia, and the Age of Harmony blossomed into an epoch where the principles of peace, cooperation, and mutual respect were not just ideals, but the very pillars upon which galactic civilization stood. The galaxy, once a tapestry of isolated lights, now thrummed with the connectivity of a billion stars, each a node in a vast network of shared knowledge, culture, and prosperity. The legacy of Jenna Hawkins, enshrined in the annals of history, had grown to mythical proportions, a beacon that had guided countless generations towards a brighter future. The Jenna Hawkins Peace Institute had evolved into the Hawkins Galactic University, an institution that spanned the stars, with campuses on multiple worlds and virtual platforms accessible from every corner of the galaxy. It was here that the brightest minds convened, not just to learn, but to contribute to the ongoing mission of fostering peace and understanding. The university's departments spanned every conceivable field, from astrophysics and xenobiology to intercultural communication and peace studies, reflecting the multidisciplinary approach required to navigate the complexities of a galaxy teeming with diverse life. Technological advancements had propelled civilization to heights unimaginable in Jenna's time. Space travel had evolved beyond physical ships, with quantum entanglement allowing instant transportation across vast distances. This leap in technology had made the galaxy feel even more interconnected, fostering a sense of unity and shared destiny among its countless inhabitants. Energy was now harnessed directly from the fabric of space-time, rendering scarcity a concept of the past and enabling a level of societal development and well-being that was once the realm of utopian fiction. Cultural exchanges had flourished to such an extent that the origins of art, music, and literature were often a blend of influences from across the galaxy, celebrating the shared heritage of all civilizations. The Galactic Cultural Festival had become a continuous event, with celebrations happening simultaneously across worlds, showcasing the unity and diversity of galactic society. This cultural renaissance was mirrored in the architectural marvels that dotted the galaxy, where designs inspired by the aesthetics of hundreds of species coalesced into structures of breathtaking beauty and innovation. The guardians of this era, the peacekeepers and diplomats trained under the ethos of Jenna Hawkins, now operated not just within the galaxy, but in other realms and dimensions, exploring new frontiers of cooperation with beings and entities beyond conventional understanding. Their work, often conducted under the auspices of the Hawkins Intergalactic Initiative, ensured that the principles of the Age of Harmony extended into the broader cosmos, making peace and understanding universal constants. The Hawkins Memorial, having become a pilgrimage site for beings from across the galaxy, was expanded to include the Hall of Voices, a vast auditorium where holographic projections of Jenna Hawkins, reconstructed from historical records, delivered speeches and engaged in debates on the pressing issues of the day. This interactive experience allowed visitors to feel a personal connection with Jenna, inspiring them to carry forward her legacy in their own lives. As the Age of Harmony continued to unfold, the galaxy stood as a testament to what could be achieved when beings chose to look beyond their differences and embrace their commonalities. The legacy of Jenna Hawkins had transcended her own story, becoming a symbol of the enduring power of unity and cooperation. In this age of unparalleled prosperity and peace, the galaxy looked outward, ready to share its light with the cosmos, a beacon of hope in the vast expanse of space, signaling to all who might see it that harmony was not just possible, but the foundation upon which the future was built.